I thought it was fun, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to episode number 17. Special shout out to the M. Alex Broadcasting Company and Power 108.9. We got our special guest, RyanBeasley.com, in the building for episode number 17. Just gonna get it out of the way. We know she gets sweaty. Special shout out to RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs.
That's right.
Promo code GHS10. I think Gary and I are feeling good today. Welcome in,
right.
Ryan. Special shout out to Mike. Thank you for confusing me from Jump Street. Here we go.
It's been a fun day in the studio already, man. This has been a good day. I'm feeling good today. How about you?
Good, man. I woke up a little earlier than before the alarm. You know how it goes as an adult. Try and go back to sleep, and then it just scares the shit out of you once again. But no, it's gonna be a good day today.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a real good day. I woke up before my alarm, and it was crazy. I woke up before my alarm and was upset, and I was like, I need to at least get a little bit more.
How early though? Like how much earlier?
About an hour and some change.
So mine was saying going off at 9:45. Woke up at 8:45, and I'm like, I go back to bed. What am I doing? So
like at one point I was just like, you know what? Let's go and get up and get this thing popping. But the whole ride, feeling good, man. Been jamming, vibing. Saw Mike out there in the streets. He saw how the concert goes in the car. That's how we get down.
I was obviously pumping in music as you're on your way to the work. Mike caught me mixing beats in the lab since I like instrumental hip hop. What were you listening to on the way in?
Well, in lieu of the 50 and Forever.
Yes, it is.
50th anniversary of hip hop. I was rolling with Young Dro. Car ain't got no roof just because I just went to the concert and he opened up for Jeezy, so that was pretty cool. And then T.I. was right after.
There it is.
And that's all I needed at that point. That's 50 years good enough for me right there. We popping. It was feeling good. I was feeling good today.
Beautiful.
Ryan in the building.
How you feeling?
Welcome back. She's good to go over there.
We got you mid drink on purpose.
So it's all sweaty. That's all good. We feeling good. Nice episode 17. Thank everybody for being with us.
Yeah.
Could have been any better in the world, but you're here with us today. Let's start it off, man. Get it off my chest. Now, I'm going to take a little left this time. It's an age-old question. I get tired of having this argument. I feel like you're going to be with me on this.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza. Why does everybody think this is okay? I don't like it. Do you?
So I actually do like it.
Jesus.
I know, sorry. But it can only go with select items. So if I can sell you on a grilled chicken, basically like a healthier version of a Hawaiian. You know what a Hawaiian is, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So a grilled chicken, pineapple, and spinach. I'm good with that.
I get what you're saying.
I'm good with that. But I like to cook. I'll put pineapple and stuff. I've always been a fan of it. But I also, in reverse, grew up on nothing but like Little Caesars mushroom pizza.
Right.
And now I can't stand mushrooms.
See, I love mushrooms in any way, shape, or form. So I go on my pizza all day long. But when it comes to me, I guess the sweet and savory. I'm not a sweet and savory guy. Like that for me.
That's what does it for me. Just the grilled chicken, pineapple, a little spinach, marinara.
I was a manager at Papa John's for a long time when I was younger, and I've seen every variation of pizza that can be made. And every time I've tried something that was a little different with the pineapple, I just couldn't dig on it, dog. I just couldn't do it.
What about barbecue?
Okay, I already know where you're going.
Grilled chicken,
Uh-huh.
banana peppers,
Uh-huh.
and then some pineapple.
Okay, I've tried that. Literally, that pizza. It's been ordered. It was ordered at the. I
I figured it'd be a
tasting it.
simple variation.
And like I said, I get it, but it's just. And then once even if you try to take it off, the juice is on the pizza, so the pineapple is there. You're not gonna run away from it. So it's just one of them things. Like for me, it doesn't belong on pizza. But that's just me.
I could kill the next hour just talking about what pineapple does belong on, but I think we
Pineapple's
got.
amazing. That's what makes me so upset about it because I love pineapple. One of my favorite fruits.
So what if you had a spicy taco? Would you put some pineapples on a spicy taco?
Like a pineapple salsa or something like that.
It could literally be anything from just pineapple chunks to a pineapple salsa.
It wouldn't be my first choice. I'll try anything, dog. Like when it comes to food, I mean, what I'm saying, I like to develop my palate, so I'll try anything to see what it tastes like. I don't think I would like it, but I would definitely try it with the pineapple on tacos. I love tacos. Any variation, we can do it. I'll try it. We good. But
Audience, what do you think?
yeah, somebody.
There's Class. Yuck. Heard.
Exactly.
All right.
Yuck.
Shout out to Class. Thanks for chiming in
Yuck.
first. We're looking at all your future responses on the show, but apparently it's not for everybody.
It's
so.
not, man. It's just one of them things for me. Mike, what you got with that pineapple with pizza? No, sir. See, no, we not doing it.
Right.
Can't do it. Ryan, what about you? Pineapple?
I love pineapple.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Well, we split in the studio today when it comes to that one, which is basically how life goes when it comes to this pineapple on pizza thing.
Yeah,
Well-
I was a vegetarian for a long time though, so my options were.
Oh, so going to pineapple on pizza was good for you. gave you another option to put on your pizza.
I'm glad I didn't say out loud what I was just thinking.
Okay,
I was like,
that's good.
isn't pineapple considered a... Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little early for me
It
this
is
morning.
early. It's early. We doing good though.
trying to wake up.
I like it. Another thing we're gonna keep in the food category. I was having an argument about candy with somebody not too long ago.
Candy?
Candy. Candy wars. This is what I'm calling it. Okay.
All right.
Now, for me, it started off. I actually was watching Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, saw a little clip from their podcast, and they were talking about Peeps, and I'm like, is that considered a candy? Like, what do we?
Yeah, you want to talk about yuck on something?
Yuck.
Peeps?
Peeps, yo.
They're disgusting.
Disgusting. Got a high Harrison.
Hey, Cassandra. Happy belated wedding. Congratulations to you. Thanks for chiming in and
There
listening.
it is. Thank you. Congratulations. See, doesn't sound Class A doesn't sound good on tacos either. I mean, I get it. I mean, this is one of the things.
Class, it's your show, buddy. Whenever we can get you in the studio, we want to have you join us. We know you're always safe from a distance, but we appreciate you.
No doubt about it. So back to this thing. So, would you consider a peep a candy? Like,
Not at all.
it's a big sweet marshmallow.
And I'm not a candy connoisseur because everyone loves or knows my love for, I would say, either Snickers or Grand Marnier, but that's my candy at most.
That's why you want my dog, bro. Snickers all
Yeah.
day.
Peeps?
Yeah, man.
No, that's like
It's weird.
an accoutrement. That's like something.
candy corn.
That's something that's like on the side of a
Candy
garnish.
corn.
It's a
Candy corn.
garnish, right?
That's what I would think. That's a garnish for the Easter basket.
You don't have to eat everything,
That's
though.
what I'm
Like,
saying. Like,
yeah.
you can let that sit there for visuals or whatever. But
Don't some badass kids like put those in the microwave and just watch them burn?
basically,
Right?
melt them, all kind of stuff like
You
that.
know?
I've seen that before. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not a candy.
No, I don't believe
I
so.
disagree with the Kelseys.
Well,
Not a
I think-
candy.
I think it was Travis said that it wasn't, and Jason was all down with giving me some peeps, and he likes candy corn too. He's like,
Well, look at the size of Jason. That
yeah,
explains
I
a lot.
mean, I get it, but I mean,
He's a good dad.
He's a sinner.
I'm calling him all kinds of hefty, but he's a good dad.
He's a sinner in the NFL.
They
He
keep
has
on
to
showing
have
it after every practice. He's basically butt naked, swinging his kids around on the field. I was like,
No,
doesn't
he's
matter
just
how
good.
exhausted you are after NFL practice, it's still a good dad.
I love the Kelsey brothers all the way around. You know, as far as their dynamic is, they're polar opposites, but they're amazing brothers.
They're a great dynamic, especially on their podcast as well. I stole one of their jokes and I've been telling it to some people recently. But it was a
content
good
over there, man.
it was a good joke.
Okay, now back to this candy thing. Now, candy corn? Well,
Never.
No, never?
Never.
Not even the whack Halloween candy, all that kind of stuff. Weird.
No, I've tried it before, but it's not for
Oh,
me.
no, it's gross. Also, on top of that, with the licorice thing, I'm not a licorice guy. Twizzlers, I'm cool.
So my dad loves black licorice.
It's weird.
It is weird to the point of, what is he saying now?
What's happening? What? You eat food with sweets or something? Okay.
You got it, chef. You got it, chef. Thank you, class. So my dad, he grew up on black licorice. He loves it. Even when we were kids, we always thought he was some sort of psychopath. But it takes a very specific individual to like. But that's also like Jaeger. I think there's there's certain individuals that like Jaeger. I was like, who, why?
That's weird.
Show me on the dolly where you've been touched. Like, why? Too soon?
It was a phase.
Sorry. So at one point you did like it?
Yeah. I would,
Jaeger or licorice?
yeah.
Both?
Jaeger?
Not licorice, no.
You use the licorice as a straw for the Jaeger?
Yeah.
Good God.
I had Jaegeritas.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
What is a Jaegerita for everyone that's listening that doesn't know?
So, a Jaegerita is basically...
This is the first, by the way. I don't think. Go ahead. Go with it. Go with it.
No.
It's a margarita sans the tequila.
Sans. Good word.
Thank you. So
Same.
you just substitute Jaeger,
86 tequila sub Jaeger
sub Jaeger. Yeah.
in a margarita.
Uh-oh, here we go. Got a question. Who was the other Alfred from the Falcons?
Oh boy.
Oh, that's Robert Alfred. We have D. Alfred right now.
1 point.
We have D. Alfred right now.
When you were grabbing Ryan earlier before the show was starting, Mike was asking me if I watched the preseason game last night, and I was like, I got the worst luck because I turned it on when it was literally 6-0. It became 6-3 after Sanders boomed a field goal. Then it was like pick six, scoop and score, weird sack fumble, not touch the ground, and I was like, what?
Yes, sir.
But again, Hall of Fame game, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I saw it. They said D. Alfred, and I was like, y'all had another Alfred.
Robert.
couldn't remember his name. I was like, ask Gary. Watch what happens.
He got the pick six in the Super Bowl on Tom Brady.
Well, coincidentally, guess who
Yeah.
got a pick six last night?
Exactly. So
Cousin's
yes, shout out
babysitter's
to
dog walker, apparently.
Well, shout out to D Alfred, man. He was on the team last year. With all the additions we had, he's a little down on the depth chart, but he's making plays out there and had that some big plays overall in that game. So shout out to D Alfred.
We're working through the motions.
Absolutely. So with that being said,
Jaegerita.
yeah, the Jaegerita sounds really interesting.
It was short phase.
Now I met my roommate one time. I would walk in the house from work, and my roommate would be sitting in the living room, and he with a bottle of Jaeger and some Red Bull. And he'd be like, "Come sit down." And I'm like, "Bro, can I get in that house and relax myself first?" "No, come sit down." I'm like, "Bro." After that, I'm good on the Jaeger. Jaeger's no way for me. Now, before we end this, get it off my chest. Go back to the candy wars. You said your favorite candy is what?
Snickers.
Snickers all
Without
day
a doubt.
long.
Without a doubt.
No honorable mention.
Ooh, like, if the world ran out of Snickers, then I gotta find something else?
Yes.
Oh, Grand Marnier.
Oh, that's not a candy.
To me, it is.
It's not a candy.
But like in the actual
can't
candy
chew it.
category, I need to back up 2 Snickers.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Come on, you gotta give me something. Ryan, I'm coming to you next. Mike, you gotta have me one too.
So it's like a weird off version of Snickers, but it's basically like a 3-way tie. I would say, but I still need a crunch though.
Come on, hit me with it.
So it's gonna be between, I would guess, either Kit Kat or ain't no crunch and Reese's. But I
No,
guess
it's not,
that'd
but
be-
it's
You
delicious.
think your Reese's with
They do have the pretzel Reese's.
Kit Kat. Final answer.
Kit Kat,
Yeah.
okay, not bad.
the right or the left?
You have
Obviously, they're right. Who chooses
That's like
left?
it's like saying right or left Twix.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say
I was gonna say Twix, but it's
because it's the crunchy. You got a little crunch in that too.
but it's not.
I mean, that's a good one. It's good.
Where are we going with this? Am I hosting trivia? Are we doing food and
I
beverage
mean, no,
slogans
I'm
right
just
now? What are
no,
we doing?
just wonder. Just see what you got, Ryan. What you got
You're-
for me?
right.
All day.
Reese's all day, all day long. Now I'm gonna tell you,
The
it's
minis or the cups?
All.
it doesn't matter.
Because
The minis have a better peanut butter ratio
This is true.
to chocolate.
This is true.
okay.
And they're easier to throw in your purse. Obviously, you guys do that.
Yeah. We call it a satchel.
Satchel.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
It is a purse.
Hey, there's Skittles in there.
But Reese's all day.
Well, so it's weird. So I went through most of my life Reese's all day long. If you're gonna give me some candy, give me some Reese's all day, every day. I'm not a fan of the variations, the big king cups and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm good. Just give me regular Reese's or the minis.
That's what I was gonna say. You get in trouble because the minis, especially like a bag of mini Snickers,
oh man,
family size,
Oh man,
gone.
you ever seen the bag when they
I know.
You
That's
ever
the
seen it
worst
when they
part.
unwrapped? You can get to them faster.
Unwrapped Snickers.
Yeah, man.
That's a hazard.
It's minis and they're unwrapped and you open
No,
the bag and
that's-
you go.
that's-
It's a zip.
that's like having
I don't know if they
a-
still do it anymore, but they did at one point.
That's like having an open bag of Starburst. That doesn't make sense.
Mike, come on, bro. What jelly beans?
What kind though?
Finna say what kind of jelly beans is the
The
question?
sours, the tropical mix. What kind?
Starburst jelly beans?
Oh, we're on the delay. Sorry.
I see a lot of people saying peanut butter M&Ms, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, excellent choice, Cass.
Yeah.
Peanut butter M&M.
Yeah, peanut butter M&Ms. Now, very close second, might even be 1A, 1B situation is Snicker. Now, the older I got, the Snickers was amazing.
There's nothing wrong with
It's nothing. It's nothing. I made it.
The
You can
perfect
even put
candy.
it on anything like Snickers pie and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm with it. The ice cream Snickers, cotton candy pear, and cinnamon jelly beans. Never.
Where is that?
It's coming on that one. It's on this one. Cotton candy pear and cinnamon.
Am I allowed to look at this?
Jelly
Nope.
beans.
There it is.
I've never even think I've had a cinnamon jelly bean or a pear jelly bean.
So you're
Cotton
just
candy.
digging these out of like the varietal mix? What are you doing?
Let me taste this one. What color is this? Let
Like
me
we all
taste
know
this
what
one.
popcorn looks like, so you're flicking away the popcorn? Like, what are we
what's-
talking
that's
about?
weird. Okay, but for me, when you talk about jelly beans, Starburst jelly beans all day long. I rock with Starburst jelly beans straight up.
Yeah, grab that.
So my Publix over there on South Atlanta Road.
My Publix.
It's your
Yes, shout out to the lovely folks over at
Shopping is
Publix.
a pleasure for Mike.
It is a pleasure, yes. And all their commercials make me cry, by the way. I know, right? Did you see the
Sure
new
you're not
one?
watching Lifetime?
When you saw the new one when the baby he had put the note in the, I know, right?
So sweet.
So at my Publix, my bad, we just had a moment. At my Publix, they have the Jelly Belly jelly bean dispenser.
Oh,
So you get to make your own bag. Yeah,
Almost like the M&M factory.
kind of, sort of, yeah.
The damn candy shop over here.
Yeah.
I don't mess with them. They don't know how to treat you when you walk in the door.
Oh,
Customer
I don't
service.
know.
Customer service, yeah, they don't know how to
Big
treat you.
deal.
And I don't know how often they change theirs out either. So
Yeah, you know they fresh over there at your
yeah,
spot.
and I'm not gonna lie, being very candid.
What is-
I eat some
Of course you should.
as I'm walking
As you
around
dispense
because I got to make
yes.
sure that they're fresh. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
You are
where
a
you should.
quality control.
Yes, and then the last part of it, and I'll let y'all continue y'all show. I was today years old. Okay, I'll say about 2 months old, where I realized that you know how you got to weigh it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The weight is on the bag. So as you're filling up the bag, there's markers that say this is how much you got. She was today years old when she found
You
out.
used to struggle with that, huh?
In terms of like ounces and stuff. What's in the bag?
Yeah, what's in the bag?
Oh,
Yeah.
something that
Confused,
troubled
like
you
the
or
Gal
something?
Gadot question.
Key.
candy, different densities and such.
Well, for the Jelly Bellies, they have their own bags. Yeah, they got their own bags.
Specifically, Jelly Bellies have the unit of measurement on the side.
Yeah, they got their own bags. Yeah, I wish they would have had that when I was in DC because I gave away a lot of dope. I'm for sure that was not measured correctly. My bad. Did I say that on air?
part of the show.
Time for me to go.
Part of the show.
Yeah, you're cut off.
Always good when Mike get on the microphone. Oh man, I love it, man. So yeah, see what Candy Wars started? We went all over the place. That was amazing. Okay, man. Let's change gears.
I've learned a lot today.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, we 18 minutes in and we rolling good. This is a good day.
This is a healthy get it off my chest.
It is. It is very much so. All right, so let's transition. Football season's officially here, right? Amazing. Everybody's happy. It's time to say goodbye to everybody who don't talk to you that much because football's here. I don't have time. So now, week one, the preseason has
Nice way
begun.
of saying it.
The week one, the preseason has begun, right?
Yeah.
And for me and you, we got to go head to head. Week one just happened yesterday.
Yeah, right out
Falcons,
of
Dolphins,
right out of the gate.
Yeah, man.
That's coincidentally our only home game until basically like the beginning of October.
Yeah, they talked about
So,
that. That's
whatever.
wow. NFL schedule got you on that one.
The NFL, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a couple good things, but again, it's our Hall of Fame game, our week one, so
Right.
I'm not going to put too much into it. But you know, working out the kinks, excited to fill out the depth on the roster,
Oh,
see
yeah.
what we end up getting. But even without Jalen Ramsey going into the season, I'm still feeling pretty confident.
I think so. He'll be back in December ish.
He's on his own timeline, man.
Yeah.
He can think about whatever he wants to do. I just want to make sure that he does get medically cleared and he comes
Right.
back healthy. But I believe in him, and we'll welcome him back whenever we can get him. But for now, it's without him, and you know, onward and upward, whatever you want to call it.
Well, we caught a similar situation with Jeff Okuda going down, ankle injury. So he's going to be out probably similar time frame. But
Okay.
we got to bring him back slowly because he does have an injury history in general. So we got to bring him back slowly. But I definitely want to make sure that he's getting on the field when the time comes. Now, as far as yesterday, what I saw, as far as Falcons' perspective,
Sure.
scheme-wise, we look good. Regardless of who's running the scheme, we look good scheme-wise on both sides of the ball. And we ran a punt back for a touchdown, which was some nifty running. But all three phases looked pretty good yesterday. True
That
enough.
was Alfred.
Yes.
Yeah.
True enough. Backups, of course, people trying to make the team. Next week, we'll both get a taste of starters for probably a half, I feel like, in the next game in week 2. But a little shout out to DeMarco Hellams, safety from Alabama, who we got in the 7th round.
Okay.
Balling.
Yeah, good.
Had a few good licks. Got an interception in the end zone. Was in the right place at the right time where he needed to be. It looked pretty good. Tay Davis from Tennessee Chattanooga. He's been in the league for about 4 or 5 years, bouncing around, but he played pretty decent yesterday. He
Nice.
was flashing on the field.
Good.
And then Mac Hollins, right? You gave a shout out to him. I've been watching him in camp, and
This-
he didn't really play yesterday.
This
but
dude is
I brought him up
incredible.
for you.
This dude is incredible. If you remember him when he was with the Dolphins, he was literally getting decapitated simultaneously.
Yeah.
That Fitzpatrick was also getting his head torn off.
Right.
Makes an unbelievable catch on the sidelines, but he's done that anywhere he's been. He's done it with the Raiders. I think he did it with the Eagles. He did it with the Dolphins. He's with the Falcons now. Do not sleep on this guy because he's not only a big body, but he makes some circus catches.
Yeah.
You'll see like probably one a game, and you're just gonna be like, "What is this?"
Well, see, so I've been keeping up with camp, of course, and watching some of the highlights of the one-on-ones and stuff like that. And man, I'm talking about snagging balls. He's big. I knew who he was, of course. I had seen him bouncing around the league and seen him make some plays. But as far as realizing how big he is compared to everybody else on the field, he's a big dude.
6'4", 210 plus.
Yeah, man.
When he's picking out the afro,
Yeah.
he looks like he's 7 feet tall. But no, he's a freak, and he can definitely add something to your offense.
I'm definitely gonna like him going up the rail and catching some fades and going across the middle and getting some big deep balls, man.
He's even a good blocker too. So
I mean, look how big he is. You should be.
You'd be surprised what you're gonna get out of him.
Well, somebody else is funny. You brought up the size of Mac Hollins. This is the last person I wanted to talk about. Chapman, safety, we got from Texas San Antonio.
Okay.
Okay, 6'5", 200, and I'm like, okay. Saw he made some plays yesterday. Was getting in the backfield, but when you see him out there, he looks like a linebacker or a defensive end at first, and then you realize his frame. But if he puts on a little weight and he cleans up the technique, you never know what somebody that size can do.
Correct. It's also very rare though because a safety, let alone a member of the secondary at that size, it doesn't normally work out like that.
It doesn't.
I can name 10 different secondary members that were about that size.
Everybody's
and
not Cam Chancellor.
That's what I'm trying to allude to. So it's like for every Cam Chancellor you have a Taylor Mays.
Oh,
So
man.
it's tough
He
because
flashed, man. I remember Taylor. I wanted him, actually. I wanted us to
not
draft him.
not only that, but like even in college, Pete Carroll was Taylor Mays' coach in college. Pete Carroll goes to the NFL. He goes to Seattle. He has a literal choice to take Taylor Mays or Cam Chancellor, and he drafts Cam Chancellor.
Yeah.
So it just shows you that it doesn't matter about your size. Your own coach might not even take you sometimes.
Absolutely.
So, I mean it's possible. We've had everybody from, who was the Watkins safety that went to the Cowboys. I think out of
Was it
Pat Watkins or something like that.
I think it is Pat.
6'5". You can have all these lengthy, huge members of the secondary, but majority of the time it doesn't.
It doesn't. I mean,
doesn't
it's
really
a
work
lot
out.
about that speed, that stride. Also, you can't change direction as fast as with these receivers when you're that tall a lot of times. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Your hips have to be really, really smooth for stuff like that. So everybody wants these tall, lanky corners, the Richard Shermans of the world and stuff like that. It doesn't always, like you said, doesn't always work out like that. But I believe, like Seattle hit again with the two corners that it got, Wooden and Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Both of them. They hit on both of them last year. Both of them are dogs. Both of them are tall, like long corners. It might be just Pete Carroll's thing. He can pick those big guys like that because he's the one really brought that in with that Legion of Boom squad back in the day. And they were, everybody knows how nasty they were. But I just never know what can happen with that kind of size. If a light clicks on for somebody in that size, you never know.
But I mean,
I was just like, dang, he's 6'5" out here.
Yeah, but if you already know that he's got the frame for it and it looks like he can add a little more room as far as weight, that might make his way down the linebacker. But if you got a
But
linebacker,
at 200 though, you got to have to bulk up for that.
correct. But if
Do
you're
a Thomas Davis type situation.
right, but if you're already got that size and you can eventually fill out, and now you're a linebacker with hands, you're a 3-down linebacker.
Absolutely.
You're a coverage linebacker. You can do whatever the team needs. Mostly probably guarding the tight end coming over the middle, if not like a big body receiver. But it sounds like you got potential. So stay tuned.
So yeah, we'll see, man. But overall, for us, schematically, I feel like that's what the preseason about when you're not playing your starters. It's about scheme wise. Let me see what we can do. We're gonna run this front, run this blitz, run this to see what it can do. But at the end of the day, that's a coach's battle when it comes to these type of preseason games. To me,
Depth, plays, personnel, just
Absolutely.
trying to figure it all out simultaneously, keep everybody healthy.
yep. And we played Woodside yesterday. I forget his first name. But
Logan, I
Logan,
believe.
I think it is. Yeah. Entire game, he got all 4 quarters because we know who the first 2 were going to be. We're going with Ritter and we're going with Heineke. That extra roster spot that they say you can have now for an extra quarterback, they're trying to figure out if they're going to keep a third, so they let him play the whole game.
Yeah, I think everyone gets a emergency third string quarterback now that doesn't really count against you as far as the roster spot. So
Absolutely.
might as well, which is good for a third stringer in the NFL. We used to always compliment the Jim Sorgis of the world that were backing up Peyton
Yep,
Manning. It's
you're
like,
right.
this guy's got the best job
Charlie
in the world
Batches of the world.
now. Yeah, if you will. So now it's if they still got a quarterback competition for third string, let me know when there's walk-ons. I'll be happy to go participate.
Go out there and see what happens. All right, now shifting, staying on NFL. It's NFL free agency, man. It's been very interesting.
It's it's a part of the business. Right?
It is. It's
Part
been
of the
very
business.
interesting. A lot of big name
Still left.
veterans. Yeah,
Still
a lot
left.
of big name veterans still left.
Mm-hmm.
People like Dalvin Cook. People like Kareem Hunt. People like Yannick Ngakoue signed yet? I think he's still out there. Davian Clown, he can be a piece for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people out there still, and it's one of those things: veteran minimum, or you looking for the right position, you looking for the right spot because you want to go ring
Mm-hmm.
chase. Which that I get it when you get to 10 years in the league, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You want the right situation. It's interesting though, especially for the running backs that have something in the tank. Like Kareem Hunt has plenty left in the tank, and so does Dalvin. But once again, as we went to before, the running back situation when it comes to the contracts, that's a whole different thing now in itself.
Yeah.
And it's taking on a ugly head. I feel like it's ugly.
But yeah, it's getting worse now, even with people that are still on the team. Like the Jonathan Taylor saga is turning ugly.
Jim Irsay, it's his fault.
Say what?
It's Irsay's fault for that.
Oh, I think we all know that. But then there was something that recently came out saying Andrew Luck was able to keep all of his money after he retired, but you don't want to pay Jonathan Taylor. It is getting ugly. At the same time, the free agent market or class, if you will,
Right.
it keeps on getting younger and younger, which shows you that the NFL is literally just turning and burning, like
Yeah.
chewing and spitting these guys out.
Absolutely.
We already know what the shelf life is for a running back, let alone like the average
NFL
length of time
career,
or
right.
career. So now it's looking terrible. It's like what used to be. As soon as a running back got to like 29 or 30, you're not really starter material in the league
Right.
anymore, but you can be somebody's backup.
Right.
So now it's like you got the Dalvin Cooks and Kareem Hunts of the world, regardless of what they've gone through in the past, they're both like 27. You now have free agents that are sitting out there at the age of 27.
Yep.
Like it's just showing you that the way the business is heading, that you might have in a couple of years guys that are 25, and it's like you made it off your rookie contract, but we don't trust to pay you anymore due to potential for injury.
So you want to do these 1 year deals or not? What you want to do?
Yeah, I mean
That's basically what they're gonna come down to.
something's got to give, but it's just like the value is continuously diminishing, and it's like you think you're worth 10 million. Realistically, no one's going to give you more than 4. And as time gets closer to the season starting, because they're trying to find the right system or wait on somebody else to get injured and get themselves back into game shape, it's not a healthy mix.
No, it's not. It's really weird to see the way it's been developing. But overall, I feel like when it comes to Jonathan Taylor, he went to meet with Irsay literally as he was leaving the building, asked for a trade. Like, I'm not coming back anymore. Trade me.
I mean,
And he said he's not going to trade him. So
it probably showed you his mentality going into the meeting, but then it also showed you how much Irsay was willing to probably compromise with him.
right.
And everyone knows Irsay's not a good dude.
No, he's
so,
not.
all right,
He is taking Snyder's position as the worst or the
worst owner in football
the
now?
worst owner. I'd take that myself.
Yeah, I guess now we can just do the NFL trade machine and think about scenarios where Jonathan Taylor gets traded. But what is that compensation going to look like?
I don't know. At this point, I mean, he got hurt last year. Was it last year he was hurt?
A little ankle injury.
Yeah, a little ankle injury. So once they start seeing stuff like that, you know how that goes. Or I'll give you a second round pick for him or a third round pick for him. So, and that point, because he is valuable, they're gonna be like, no, we're not taking that.
Which is crazy because I feel like he's at the point of where Christian McCaffrey got his extension through Carolina, and then he gets traded like the following year to San Fran.
Yep.
So it's like this is at the point where Jonathan Taylor is supposed to earn his extension, but now because of Jim Irsay and terrible ownership, he might not even get that opportunity because he's got to go elsewhere.
I don't know. He's gonna have to. He's playing off the end of the deal anyway. So regardless of where he's gonna be, he's playing for a contract. So I mean,
Around this time, it was
Yeah.
where he should have probably gotten that extension.
Right.
But now he's going to have to play off that possible 1 year scenario due to how he's being represented and treated.
it's one of those things, man. So it's like we said, it's just an ugly situation, and we'll see what happens from it. And eventually, he's gonna play at some point. I mean, you're gonna play at some point. I feel like all of these guys are gonna play somewhere at some point. It's just maybe not be the ideal situation that they really want.
Yeah, correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they love football and they want that. Whatever you're not gonna throw away $5 million just because you don't want to play for $5 million. So
Not only that, but then if you got an opportunity to get on a team that has a chance at a ring,
exactly,
you never know.
You never know what can happen. It can be completely worth it regardless.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. One thing I want to hit when we come back from break, because we're at our halfway mark right now.
I heard a single note.
Yeah, we're getting to that point that I want to talk about the top 100 and whether you value it as a list or not.
I did pay attention to it a couple times, especially when it was scrolling by at work. Yes and no, but we could definitely talk about it on the way back from the break. I'm sure there was some snubs, but just like Brandon hit me with on the last show, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Do you have Waddle ahead of?" And I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." Now that we're talking it out loud, though, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
So yeah, we hit it when we get back from the hat.
Hey, Joe came out with this one too. Hey.
Special thank you to Power 108.9 and the M. Alex Broadcasting Company. We'll be back for the second half. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half. Special shout out to the M. Alex Broadcasting Company and Power 108.9. We're in the second half of episode number 17. Special thank you to RyanBeasley.com once again for most of your smell good needs. That's GHS10 promo code at RyanBeasley.com. Most of your smell good needs. Special thank you to MyKarmaCreations.com. This is a female empowered and owned company. You can get your own Karma Creations tumbler at MyKarmaCreations.com. That promo code is hopefully GHS15.
It is.
In addition to, shout out to Digestive Healthcare of Georgia, because colorectal screening saves lives.
It does.
Don't be a nut. Let someone look at your butt. Colorectal screening saves lives.
That's exactly what it is, man. Get your screenings, guys. Get your screenings. That was a good one. That caught you off guard, didn't it, Ryan? That was a good one.
I was watching some of the old replays of Jason Sudeikis on Saturday Night Live when they would do like those ESPN skits.
Yep.
And he's like, Lady Flower pain shower. Feel free to. So just
It's
anything that rhymes. Don't be a nut. Let them look at your butt. Digestive Healthcare of Georgia.
That's right. All right, man. Let's hop back into it now that we're getting back. Top 100. Now, before we get into it, what do you think, once again, as far as the fidelity of the top 100?
Yeah, sorry. Also forgot 21 Tequila. Shout out to Trevor. 21 Tequila available
21,
at the
21.
Trevor available at the Terrapin Tap Room.
21.
I think we got time. Do you real quickly you want to rattle them off?
Yeah, I
Or,
got it.
Like,
I got it right here.
what are you thinking?
So, I mean, I like the list overall. I mean, I respect the list because it's voted on by the players, and they play these people, and they watch tape. They watch more tape than anybody.
Damn, class, don't quit your day job. All right,
That's crazy.
my bad.
It's,
Yeah,
right. So,
a little thunder,
Right.
A little lightning.
clap it up. So, for me, like I said, it's by the players.
Mm-hmm.
So, they watch the tape. They play against these guys.
Exclusively from the players.
Exclusively players only. Every
All
time
right.
it's put out, the players they put they write it down and they do the average of the votes by the players, and
Okay.
that is the NFL top 100.
Okay.
That's why I give it so much credit when it comes out. Now a lot of people say, "Oh no, they just look." If they say it and they watch the tape and they playing against each other, I give it love as far as the fidelity. of it.
Okay.
So how you want me to do? I'm just want to go 50. You want me to just rattle off the 100, or what you want me to do?
It sounds like you've got to look at the list a little bit more than me.
I
so
have.
I'll let you lead, but at the same time, I'm sure there's some snubs.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, there is a list where you can look up like who made 101, 102, 103, you know,
Honorable
stuff like
mentions.
that. Right.
Yeah.
But let's just go ahead and crank it up. Devontae Smith from the Eagles is at 100. I'm going 100 to 1, okay?
Okay.
Let's just rock it off like that.
Sure.
If you catch one, if you say just hold up, let me say
Yeah, go
this is
ahead.
this. Okay. Devontae Smith from the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
DeMarcus Lawrence from the Cowboys, DN. Tristan Wirfs, I thought he would be higher
yeah.
at 98. Harrison Smith, Hitman still rolling. Trevor Lawrence at 96. Jamal Williams, Terry McLaurin, Eric Kendry, Marlon Humphrey, Dalvin Cook at 91, DeAndre Hopkins at 90. From that list, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I can see
thought Tristan
Wirfs
Wirfs would have been a little
little high.
higher as far as one of the best right tackles, if not the best right tackle in the league. Maybe he had some injury. He got injured last year.
Wirfs?
Yeah. Did he get hurt? No, he didn't get hurt, but he's moved around a lot on the line.
I was like, he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, I thought he would have been a little bit higher than that.
What surprises me is DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was still balling like that to the point of he was top 100. But
Well, when I watched the video, they were talking about stopping the run as well as getting to the passer. So it was a little bit of combination of both.
yeah, that's why he earned that contract. But I didn't think he was still balling like that, to be honest.
All right, first rookie on the list coming up at 89. You got Marshawn Lattimore at 88. Aiden Hutchinson. Now he did ball. He had more interceptions than half the DBs in the league. He had like 3 interceptions.
He had a pretty damn good rookie
He
year.
did, man. He was second behind Sauce for defensive rookie of the year. He had a damn good year.
He was putting up like J.J. Watt numbers.
He was, bro.
Yeah.
It was insane. I think he had over 10 sacks with like 3 or 4 interceptions,
Yeah.
bunch of TFLs, tackles for losses for anybody who don't know.
Don't be surprised after this season if he goes from 80s to like
20s.
I would say like 40s or 50s. but
That's fine.
He's gonna jump.
I think so too.
Yeah.
After Aiden, the first Falcon on the list, Chris Lindstrom, highest paid guard in the league.
Yeah, he should be higher too.
I feel like he should be higher at 87. I think he should be higher as far as being when you watch him on tape separately, when you watch his video,
Yeah.
Mauler, dog. I'm
he's,
talking about
he's coming off first team All Pro.
yes.
Yeah, you gotta be higher.
At 87. Like, come on. Then you got Justin Fields at 86 as far as now they doing, of course, who had the best year last year. That's how they vote on it. The best players of last season.
I don't think they thinking of just last year alone, though. I feel like they're kind of giving him a little career love,
I
too.
think because of the rushing year that he had, I think that's what really.
Oh, trust me, the Dolphins know him better than anybody.
Right. I think
Aren't
that's
you
what,
tired? Stop.
I think that's what really made them do that for Justin Fields. But Justin Fields at 86. Your boy, your former guy, Laramie Tunsil, 85. Zadarius Smith.
Work.
Teron Armstead. Tua Tagovailoa at 82.
Yeah, we had like a weird 83, 82, 81 or something like that.
And 81 with
Yeah.
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, it was weird.
And he's a dog. I like Christian Wilkins as an interior defensive lineman.
People are starting to
He's
learn
silly.
a lot about him now, but this dude, I could say it. I don't have any cash on me, but I'll contribute to the swear jar. He's a dick.
He is.
He's, a lot of
He
people, I hate to use the terminology, rub the wrong way. But
yeah.
thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
He is always in somebody's face. He's doing something.
Pulling
but-
towels.
No, I love him because he's on my team.
Right.
But he is starting to remind me, without the stomping, of a little Suish.
Little Sue is
Little
in
Suish.
Dominican Sue.
A little Suish.
But he is that kind of player, though, as far as his power and stuff like that.
and it works for us.
And I think he almost had 100 tackles at the D-line spot, bro. That's
2 years.
insane.
That's 2 years.
That's insane.
I'm not going to say anything about being biased as far as him being too low on the list, but he's another one that's going to jump. And
Yeah.
when you see that like next superstar D tackle in the league that they're starting to talk about now, he's just one of them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I liked him at Clemson. He was nice at Clemson.
So a lot of people don't remember him at
I
Clemson,
did.
but famously after the game,
Yes.
he did what?
Which one you talking about? He did a few things.
After the national championship that they won.
Oh, you talking about the whole grabbing and all that? What part you
More
talking
so
about?
the splits.
Yes, doing splits and all that. Yes.
Everyone's like, what is this big
yeah,
guy doing?
he's done some questionable things, and everybody's like, what you got going on, dog?
But he's on my team, so that's why
He
I
is.
don't hate him.
I get it. Let's see. Next group, we got Mark Andrews, Dre Greenlaw. Oh my God, Tola Noah Hufanga.
Don't hurt yourself.
I try to get it all the time.
The 49er safety?
Yes,
Yeah.
I try for myself to get that all the time.
I'm going to start calling him Palomalu's protege.
Hey, for real though, he plays just like him. Not
He's coaching him.
Yeah, I know, but they USC product
Hair
all
and
that.
everything.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
It's amazing. First time on the list in his entire career, Geno Smith at 77. He balled out last year for Seattle. Led the league in.
Oh, he had a great year.
Completes a percentage, all that kind of stuff. Geno Smith, man, everybody showed him love, man.
Had a great year.
He did.
Do I think he's going to be on this list next year? Probably
Probably not. Probably not. That's
But
just the way the
good for you,
NFL
Geno.
goes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of those rookies from Seattle, Tariq Woolen, Trey Hendrickson, Garrett Wilson. As the offensive rookie of the year, 74 is not a bad spot for Garrett Wilson, I guess.
You got to start on the list somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Buda Baker at 73, I think he should be higher. He's a top 4 safety to me. Top 3, really. Lamar Jackson at 72, I think that's based off of injury because I think the year before he was at like in the 20s or the teens.
Yeah.
So I think that's based off of injury.
That'd be a good list. I think that we all want to see, like the stat heads want to see how far
Yeah.
they've jumped or how far they've fallen. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good list to see.
Yeah, and I think they put it on the ticker when they first showed that video. That like last year it'd be like that.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm,
Last year ranked?
Mm-hmm. Or
Good,
if
good.
they weren't ranked, it'd just be 2 lines as far as saying blank that they weren't on the list last year.
Something to look out for. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
After Lamar Jackson, DeForest Buckner, and then Joey Bosa at 70. Matt Milano, first time on the list, he balled out for Buffalo last year at 69. Zach Martin, who they say is the best guard in the league, at 68. That's like with Lindstrom being down there. I don't know.
The
man.
best guard in the league is ranked at 68.
68.
I guess they're not giving too much love to the linemen then.
And I think they have one center on this list. I think it's Kelsey. After Martin, Amon-Ra St. Brown, look out for him, dog. And right next to him is Jared Goff. Darius Slay as a top corner at 65, a little low to me. Aaron Jones. Grady Jarrett, next Falcon at 63, highest Falcon on the list. I think he's a little low.
63?
63? The man needs doubles. He's double teamed every play.
Right. I was like, is it because he doesn't have a legit position and he's being treated like Aaron Donald on the Falcons?
I guess. And when they did his video, they were like, he's one of those Aaron Donald types as far as the stature wise, as far as being a shorter D tackle with the leverage. You can't block him with one person. He's blowing up backfields. I think this year he's gonna have a huge year because of the help that he has on the line now with Calais
finally has
Campbell
some
and
help,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes, and Omada. I can't wait to see what he does. But
Yeah,
shout out to
shout out,
Grady
yeah.
at 63. I think you should be at over 50. At
Does
least.
I don't obviously watch local TV, but I hope to God he has like a healthcare for Grady Hospital commercial or something. It
I
just
haven't
makes sense,
seen
right?
one. I haven't seen one, but he has
No?
a few commercials.
Is Grady not the best or something?
Trauma center, best trauma center.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
So let's get Grady Jarrett to represent the Grady.
If it's not there, I want to say it might be something there, but I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Bobby Wagner still rocking on the list, 62. Big dog Bobby.
Where did he go?
He went back. He went back to Seattle.
Yeah, that makes
Back to
sense.
Seattle. Debo Samuels at 61. Trayvon Diggs at 60.
Okay.
Then we got Justin Simmons, Jeffrey Simmons, Jordan Poyer from the Bills, Dak Prescott at 56. Led the league in interceptions, but that's neither here nor there.
How does Dak continue to get love?
Because you've seen what he can do, and I think that's what people grip to as far as the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. It's a thing, right? So I don't know. But 56 for Dak. Right beside him is Tony Pollard at 55. Then we go Brian Burns. Shout out to the Nose. 54, who is a dog. He is a dog still. Mike Evans, Jonathan Allen, Aaron Rodgers at 51, and Cameron Jordan at 50.
That's a hell of a 50.
Yes, Cam Jordan. I don't care for him due to everything, of course. Oh, there we go. Got Grady coming. Oh, Grady Healthcare commercial. There it is. Man, that man be on point up there in that booth, man. I'm telling you.
Grady. It takes strength.
It is.
It takes determination. It takes sacrifice. It means being relentless and not making excuses.
That's right.
Being Grady means being courageous and kind. Being a good teammate and inspiring others with your actions. It means showing up no matter what. It's an unwavering dedication to helping those who need you. Being Grady is not a goal. It's a way of life.
Hey,
Atlanta can't live without Grady. There it is. See, that's why I rock with Mike, dog. That's why
Power
we-
Mike, number
best
one in the
best in the
nation.
business, dog. Best in the business. All right, let's see. 49, and we're gonna finish out the list. 49, Pat Surtain Jr. come in balling on him. Hassan Reddick, Cooper Kupp at 47, C.J. Mosley, Cam Hayward, Pittsburgh in the building, Jalen Waddle at 44 for you. Demario Davis, Kirk Cousins at 42.
Stop. Stop. Kirk Cousins. This is where we're going to stop the list. Okay. Has everyone seen the quarterback on Netflix?
Yes.
Shout out to Mike. Thank you for
Yes.
that. It was a great show.
It was.
Kirk Cousins is what?
He is number 42 on
No.
the top 100.
No, he's not.
Well, dog, I don't think he is necessarily 42. I think he should be down where low by there by Dak if you're going to put him anywhere.
Mike. Thank you for that. Yeah, seriously. Thank you. But not Kirk Cousins at 42. No.
Well, they win 10 games a year. He doesn't do anything else with it. He throws for an average about 35 to 4,000 yards a season. I don't know, man. People like him, and quarterback made him like him more. They say he's got guts, and now he did get hit the most out of anybody in the league last year. He was getting smashed.
So there's an argument in itself right there. You're going to tell all of the diehard Cowboys fans that Kirk Cousins is better than Dak.
I get it.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Probably not needing the numbers.
They're
in
around the
front of
same
you,
area
but-
for me.
Right. So when you actually start to break down and compare the numbers, it's like, then I want people to actually devaluate Dak Prescott because
Right.
he's not as good as people think he is. Especially if you're going to have Kirk Cousins. And this is a list by the players for the players.
absolutely.
Like FUBU.
Yeah.
By the players for the players.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is everyone saying that Kirk Cousins is that much better than Dak.
Last year he was, they saying.
Right, because these are the numbers based off
Right.
of last year.
Last year.
So current time, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Now, like I said, overall, no. Did Dak throw more picks? Yes. Do I think he's a better thrower of the football? Not necessarily than Dak. I don't think he is.
I would think it also based off of the system and the scenario.
In this scenario, you have
Right.
Justin Jefferson, who you say, I'm just going to throw it to you and go get it, and when CD will drop balls, so it's just one of those things.
CD's nuts.
C-
All right, sorry. Who do we got left?
All right, so 41, we got Lane Johnson. Then we go to Quinnen Williams, who is a dog, by the way. I want to give a shout out to Quinnen Williams. Just got his contract. He's a monster.
First time All Pro.
Yeah, man. Jamar Chase at 39, Khalil Mack, Jason Kelsey, the only center on the list at 37. Jalen Ramsey, 36. Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Matt Judon, Justin Herbert, 32. Saquon Barkley at 31. Derwin James pops in, go nose at
Dirty
30. Yes, he is.
Yes, sir.
And we got Nick Chubb. Shout out to Chubb, George Boyd, Dexter Lawrence, TJ Watt, Jair Alexander, Derrick Henry at 25. Roquan Smith, Sauce Gardner, the top corner, I believe.
Yeah, the rest of the list, everybody better be an all-pro
Yeah,
at this point.
yes, Jair Alexander and Sauce Gardner, the two top corners. AJ Brown at 22, Austin Eckler, Myles Garrett at 20, George Kittle, Minka Fitzpatrick, Max Crosby, dog, by the way.
Minka is 19?
Yeah, man. No, 18. George Kittle's 19.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the top safety in the league at 18. I know, man. It raises questions sometimes.
What? Okay.
It raises questions. Okay, then you got like I said, Max Crosby though. Shout out to Max Crosby. They call him the Condor. That's what
Max,
they call
yeah.
him. Yeah, he's a dog, man. I like Max Crosby. Stephon Diggs at 16. Then you got Fred Warner. It's a good spot for Fred Warner. I like him as a top
A lot
linebacker.
of people don't know about him. He's a baller.
Trent Williams, silverback.
How many 49ers are on this damn list?
Man, a lot. Devontae Adams at 13, Josh Jacobs at 12, Aaron Donald at 11. He went from being top 3 for the past 4 years and number 1 a couple of times to
Just because I
11.
guess they were saying he's the only one left on that team. But
Yeah.
all right, whatever.
For the top 10, here we go. Chris Jones, Michael Parsons, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, Nick Bosa, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Pat Mahomes.
It's a hell of a top 10.
It is.
Who is 9 again?
9 is Michael Parsons.
Who is 10?
Chris Jones.
Feels a little low for Chris Jones. But I
Yeah.
guess if you had to choose between best D tackle or
The
positionless player in the league between Chris Jones and Aaron Donald, but they got him at 10 and 11.
Well, the top D lineman on the list or non-position skill player is Nick Bosa at 4. Defensive player of the year. Okay, I get it. He's a dog now. Don't get it twisted. Game changer.
So you have
Kelsey at 5.
Parsons, Chris Jones, and Aaron Donald back to back to back.
Yes. Aaron Donald, Jones, then Parsons. Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. Now, of course, Pat Mahomes going to be number 1. It's just Pat. He's ridiculous. Justin Jefferson can't be mad at that. He incredible year last
Yeah,
year.
no.
And,
It's a good list.
Kelsey at 5 is what surprised me that they still put a tight end at 5. They'll put him at the top 5, but he is a monster.
Just for how consecutive and
Yeah. Yeah, it's
reliable he's been.
Yeah. So I like the 100 list. Now let's right before we get out of here, let's go switch over. Let's holler at our Braves real quick before we get out of here.
Yeah, sure.
Still best team in baseball, right? Top to bottom. There's a little something that makes me nervous, but we're getting healthy at the right time.
Thank you, class. We actually agree on something. Dak is not the guy.
He is not that. He's not the guy. When it comes to these Braves, I'm worried about the pitching, man. We talked about it before. It's just we get to these points to where I'm like, okay, we're not gonna survive like this. The pitching's gonna be the Achilles heel.
I understand why everyone's worried. Statistically, though, you can go back. I had this conversation with Mike briefly the other day with Jackie, the DJ at Live. Statistically, you can go back all the way since 2018. The Braves pitching, specifically the bullpen, has been the worst all season in the month of August.
Yeah.
So as worried as we all might be out there in Braves country, please hear me out, that in August, these are the dog days of August, if you will. It's the hot summer. It's, headed into fall baseball. I believe in Anthopoulos, like we've all said from the beginning.
Absolutely.
Every relief pitcher on this team is literally a former closer from a different team. So mentally, they have this stuff. In August, if you're just dog shit tired and it's hot out, I understand it's baseball. No one's going to be perfect over the course of the entire season. Except for Matt Olson. Shout out to Matt Olson. Got the best ERA in the league if you want to compare him and Ohtani.
Hey, let's do it.
He's pitching a 0.
Exactly.
But real talk, no, I'm not too worried about it because the bullpen will get right eventually. You got all that veteran senior leadership, and it's just one of those months, man. Just like preseason football. I'm
I
gonna
agree.
watch it but I'm not going to put too much emphasis
Yeah.
on the Dolphins only putting up 3
Yeah.
against the Falcons.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
I'm watching it again for depth and trying to figure out exactly who the next fantasy sleeper or sneaky superstar might be. But
Right.
outside of that, it's August, man.
Yes, Mike. I know, man. Highly recommend. Got walked over today by the top 100. And
Oh shit! Can we not finish now?
we
Real quick,
I have it. We want to
Yeah.
hear highly recommend. Let's hit it real quick. But shout out to the Braves. We gonna keep rolling. Still best team in baseball. That's how we
Stick
roll.
with them, man.
No
Braves
doubt.
country. Please do not jump ship.
Don't jump ship. Please don't. All right. I highly recommend. We do have something for that segment now. I'm gonna let you go ahead and hit first, and I'll finish it up. What you got?
So I ran through Twisted Metal. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, shout out to Anthony Mackie. My homework assignment from last show to this show, thanks to Power Mike, was to check out The Untold for Johnny Manziel on Netflix. No, my opinion did not change on him, but I felt fooled after watching it because it was just like, well, that was the damn lie the whole time.
The Wonder Woman lady got a new movie on Netflix.
What's her name? If somebody remembers the Wonder Woman lady's name, feel free to chime
It's
in.
Gail Abbott, right?
Alicia
Gail-
Silverstone.
they did-
What is it?
Gal Gadot. That's
There
what
it
it is.
is.
I'm sorry. I knew the first name.
Yeah, just kidding, obviously. And then right after the Untold for Johnny Manziel, which was what I thought it was,
Right.
was Jake Paul's Problem Child.
Mm-hmm.
All of them really good. If you're looking for something to kill some time and learn a little something, recommend those as well. Yeah, I definitely hate Jake Paul now.
Yeah.
After watching that,
I believe it.
I knew about the whole Disney Channel star,
Yeah.
whatever, but I definitely dislike him now.
Yeah, I'll
you
get
got?
to that point with him. Linda Carter. Yeah, this is why we were laughing before the show started, okay, by the way. Let me hit mine real quick. The Right to Offend, the Black Comedy Revolution. We're all fans of stand-up comedy and all that kind of stuff, and everybody knows the history as far as, well, not everybody knows, but as far as the black comedy history, as far as the greats or the goats of the last couple of eras or decades, but it goes back to the very beginning, even before, like, Dick Gregory and all that kind of stuff, to where they all originated, and it gives you the whole evolution of comedy all the way through. And once it gets past Dick Gregory, it gets to the greats like a Red Fox. And there's no Red Fox without there's no Richard Pryor without a Red Fox.
Correct.
And there's no Eddie Murphy without a Richard Pryor. And there's no Dave Chappelle without a Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool to watch. It's a Kevin Hart production, but like I told you, I know you tired of seeing him, but he doesn't. He just, you see him here and there. But it's nice to hear from the OGs of the comedian world and talk about everything as far as the people that help promote it, as far as studio people and all that kind of stuff. It's a really good watch. It's 2 episodes of it, and they're a little bit over an hour apiece. If they do another one, then I'll let you know.
Please.
But also to go along with that, I've started the Golden Boy documentary, which is Oscar De La Hoya,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to get pretty intense. It's going to get pretty. How to Become a Cult Leader was good too. So look, I saw that on Netflix, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it, man.
Yeah, Mike recommended it as well. The only reason I haven't started it yet is just because I was finishing up other stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to talk about something I didn't know. So
Yeah.
that might be the next topic for
Well, that's
obviously.
Mike saying he
Yeah.
highly recommends How to Become a Cult Leader.
Yeah.
And that's like I said, I saw it. It popped up on my screen because I watched documentaries and stuff like that, and I was just like, oh, that's a pretty deep one.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of good content out on there. Obviously, try and squeeze it in between football and baseball.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you on the next show, I guess. Special shout out to the M. Alex Broadcasting Company, Power 108.9, RyanBeasley.com for most of your smell good needs. Trevor and 21 Tequila, MyKarmaCreations.com. Don't. This was episode number 17. We appreciate Class chiming in every 2 seconds. I will stick to my day job. Thanks, buddy. Hamby, Cassie, everybody else that has responded.
Appreciate
Feel
y'all,
free
man.
to check out our highly recommends. I guess we saved the best for last.
That's it.
Take us home.
Hey, man, thank y'all for coming, having this Saturday with us. It is now noon. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays and be safe out here.
Please, y'all be
Peace
safe.
and love.